initiation, huh?
Yes.
Okay. From initiation, what's the next step? Where do we go? We go
Planning.
into planning.
Planning stage.
Then from the planning, we go into
Execution.
execution. Then, whilst execution is going on, there's monitoring and control. And then we close.
Closure.
This is how you manage it. Okay. So we want to start the initiation. How do we start? There is an adage in my local dialect that says that for a game to be nice, it has something to do with the way you start. You know, it means your starting has something to do with your success, the way you start. Is it true?
Yes.
If you start wrongly, you may not end well. But if you start right, there's likelihood you might win. Can you give me an example? Something that you start right or you start wrong. For instance, a race. On your marks. Get ready. Get ready, then you start. That's a false start. You'll be disqualified. You see? You started, but it was a false start. You didn't start well. So, projects are also like that. You must start well. The starting is very crucial. There are things you must do at the start. Otherwise, you are already on your way to failure. Forget about it. You won't win. And I'll show you the things you must do when you are starting. Most of the time, we don't do it. I told you, everything we do in managing projects is about risk. Everything we do is about risk. Because the project is pregnant with trouble. So we are going to start right. Okay. So at the initiation stage, there are things you are supposed to do. That is, you've been given the appointment, right? You've got the contract. You've got the contract. You've been appointed as the contractor for this project. Okay. So how do you start? What's the first thing you do? What comes into your mind? Mind you, you are the contractor's representative, so you are the contractor. You've been appointed to go and build that school. What's the first thing that comes into your mind?
It's plan.
Plan. It's too early. It's not a time for planning. It's too early.
Cost.
What will bother you? You've been given the letter. You are a happy man now. What do you do? Do you take the letter and go to bed? Huh?
Try and get the information about the project.
Yeah, information gathering, yes. Yes. It's important. You want to know more about what you're about to do, the scope of work and all that. What else?
Assess the risk.
Yes, risk. It's one of them. That's what risk. Everywhere you are, you must look at risk. Every stage. What else do you do? Okay. It's very important that you start well. You see? But at the end of the day, you must start. You don't have to wait to get everything before you start. But you must start. And as you go along, you learn as you go along. That's the nature of projects. It's an everyday learning experience. Okay? If you think you want to get everything, get all the experience in this world before you start, you will sit down forever. The learning is done by doing. That's how it is. As you do it, you learn. Okay? Beautiful. All right, so let's start with the appointment. We've been appointed. We've gotten the letter of acceptance, and the offer and acceptance form has been signed. Okay? So, who signed the offer? The contractor, right? And then who signed the acceptance? The employer signed. And then there's acknowledgement of receipt, which the contractor did. We have reached what we call the meeting of the minds. The lawyers will call it the meeting of the minds. A consensus has been achieved. And the contract has come alive. We have a contract now. Between yourself and the employer. All right. Beautiful. Now, what are the things which should bother you on this appointment? You have the letter right in front of you. You are just looking at the letter. What are the things in the letter which should be of concern to you? So far, you haven't received anything. You haven't received the bill. The bill is still with them. You haven't gotten the drawings. Nothing has been. You only have the letter. So you have only the letter in front of you. What are the things which will bother you in this letter? First of all, the date of appointment, right? The date of the contract, as I told you, the day you acknowledge receipt, that's the date of the contract. The contract period, right, is also on the letter. The construction period, okay, construction period. The contract sum is also on the letter. Then there's also pre-commencement conditions, things that you are supposed to provide, security, whatever, insurance, blah, 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 blah. They give you a long list on the letter. And then you acknowledge, they also tell you time when these conditions must be fulfilled. Sometimes 14 days, 15 days. And then your acknowledgement of receipt. Please, when you receive this letter, read through. Have you seen an appointment letter before?
Yes.
Contractor's appointment. Have you seen one? Who hasn't seen a contractor's appointment letter? You. You've all seen one before. No, if you haven't seen, I'll show you one. Let me just show you one. It follows a certain standard format, but every client and the way they present their letter of appointment. Let me see if I can find one here. Okay. He's Umlazi. Okay, this was an appointment from IDT. That's my Umlazi project. Okay, this is how an appointment letter looks like. So you can see the employer. Who is the employer here? IDT is the employer. When is the date of appointment? 2nd February 2018. Who is the contractor? Bongo Investment. Okay, so that's the appointment letter. Okay, that's the name of the project. Okay. There's something I want you to take note of. Let me go back. The name, the contract name. Contract name and number. I will show you why that one too should be of concern to you. You can see the name of the contract here and also the number. Then they give you the contract sum, somewhere there. They say the scope of works shall be the bill of quantities or any relative addendums. This statement is very important. They are saying the scope of works shall be as per the bill of quantities and relevant addendums submitted to IDT during the bidding period. Okay. doesn't mean the drawing is not part of the scope of works. Is that what they're saying?
No.
No.
It is. Is that what they're saying? That the drawing is not part of the scope of works? Because the bill of quantities came from the drawing.
From the drawing.
They said this offer of appointment is subject to the acceptance of offer and conclusion of the agreement together with addendums. The total construction amount is this. No work should commence prior to compliance with, so you must fulfill these conditions, 1 and 2. This and that. Okay, sorry, all right. And then the client reserves the right to withdraw this offer of appointment should you fail to sign within 15 days. So when they bring the appointment letter, you have 15 days to acknowledge receipt. You can't just keep it. You remember yesterday you were asked. They give you 15 days to acknowledge receipt. Okay? Then they've told you all correspondence should go to this. Sign this offer of appointment, Indicate your acceptance and retain same within 5 calendar days. So you see what he did? He signed it, you see it, and then he returned it. Okay. All right. Now, these are the things that should concern you about the appointment letter. Sometimes you receive an appointment letter and there are errors in the appointment letter. What do you do? The name, the contract name is wrong, the contract number is wrong, the date of appointment is wrong, contract period is wrong. All those things are wrong on the letter because you know the figures. What do you do? What do you do? Notify the client and then tell them to correct it. Please, it's a legal document. Letter of appointment is very important. So please look through and check for mistakes, inconsistencies, and ambiguities. Please, if there's an error on it, let them correct it before you sign. Send back to them, please, correct it. I've seen many letters of appointment with mistakes. They made a mistake in the contract sum. They made a mistake in even the date. So please check before you sign. Okay. All right. So the first point of concern is the contract date. And the JBCC says this agreement will come into force on the date of acceptance by the employer and continue to be of force until the end of the defects liability period in the certification. Okay? So the contract date and then the contract period. You need these two. Why do you need them at this stage? The contract date and the contract period. Why do you need them now? What are you going to use it for? To plan, right? And have an idea of the scope of work. Construction period. Okay? Construction period. You also need to know. Okay? How long this project is going to take. What if the construction period or the contract period stated in the letter of appointment is unrealistic? Oh, well, it was in the tender already, right? So you knew it was 6 months before you gave your offer. Okay, so you don't have a problem. You shouldn't have a problem with it. Okay. Fine. So the construction period, you know it. Contract sum. What's the contract sum? Hmm?
Accepted tender amount.
The accepted tender amount. That figure doesn't change. I hope you know it.
Yes.
It doesn't change. You can adjust the BOQ, do corrections, but that figure on the offer and acceptance doesn't change. What if there was a mistake in the writing of the figure in words? The figure in words and the figure in numbers doesn't talk to each other.
Normally, the one in words take the precedence.
Take precedence. The one in words. Are you aware? I'm telling you. The one in words takes precedence. No, that's the norm. That's the norm. That's the norm. That's the norm. Okay. So the contract sum is the accepted tender amount, including VAT, including that. No adjustment. Then they give you this long list of things you must bring. You must sign the letter of acceptance, offer, whatever, bring insurance, security, health and safety plan, file, initial works program, balance, BOQ, and a whole lot of list. I think basically they give you 15 days. Let me just correct it. They give you 15 days, but the 6.1 is silent about this. It doesn't talk about it. It's in 4.1, but it's not in the 6.1.
The 15 working or calendar days.
It's 15 calendar days. But anyway, this one is CD specified. You specify it in the CD. CD specified. Okay. So you say it in the CD. That this must be provided within 15 calendar days. Okay. All right. So the next thing after the appointment letter is we need to select our construction manager, the one who will work on this project for us, right? The site agent, right? Or the contractor's representative. You need to select him. Is it the right time to select him? Is it the right time? Right after the appointment, you must look for the one who is going to do this job.
Yes.
Why so early?
Because he needs to be at the site here.
So you must appoint him early. Select him early. It's very important that you pick him early. He must be involved as early as possible. Because he's going to be part of the planning, he's going to be part of a lot of things. He must get used to the project as quickly as possible. Don't appoint him late. As soon as the appointment letter comes, please, the next thing is who is going to do this work. You understand? It should be immediate. And give him a copy of the appointment letter. Let him have a look at it. Okay. So the site agent, what is his work? Who is he? He's the one who manages, controls, and supervises the team to undertake construction work to completion. Is registered as a construction manager within the terms and provisions of the SAC. Are you guys registered?
We want to vote.
Hello?
I'm not. I want to register there.
And why are you not registered?
I need that information of yours.
Which
So that-
information?
Those, they want those annexures, the project failure,
Yes,
project
yes,
success,
yes. There are
those things
requirements
we're
you have to
clarifying.
fulfill, yes.
Those things we're clarifying. I just need them so that I can apply.
And what makes you think I can give you that stuff?
No.
When you look at my face, I can give it to you. No, I have it, but my own stuff that I did. Okay, fine, I don't mind, but you cannot copy from me anyway,
No,
because my projects are different.
No, I'll just put my money.
Yeah, but I can give it to you.
Yeah.
It's just to align what you have to
Yes,
his.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can give it to you.
Please.
You have to write those things, conditions.
Mm.
So, gentlemen, that's where we are going. You must be registered. A registered construction project manager. Or a registered, a registered construction manager, PRCM. None of you is registered. Meanwhile, you are running projects. Oh,
It's a risk.
I have to talk to,
Yeah.
it's a risk.
That's it.
It's a risk because you
Yeah,
see,
yes.
these days the clients are particular. Yeah. They are very, but if you look at the tender document, they state it there. Yeah, as a requirement. Health and safety now, they are on them, seriously. You must have PRCHS. Yes. Most of them have SAUSH, NOSA qualifications, and all kinds of qualifications. This time, you must have PRCHS.
What's the minimum qualifications to?
Sorry, professional registration, sorry. It's professional registration. Qualification is your degrees and your diploma. I'm talking of professional registration. So try and get registered, Try and get registered. You can register as a candidate, and then after 3 years or so, you go for the professional. Please, get registered. So what are his duties? Can you tell me your duties on site? Yes, what do you do? Every day when you go to work, what do you do? Just everybody should give me one because you are all site agents. Yes, what do you do? What do you do? What are your duties?
Shout at workers.
Shout at the workers, and that's all. What do you do? You tell me, don't forget about what is written there.
Okay.
Hey, you don't know your
It's about,
duties.
no, it's about planning.
Just tell me one thing that you do
Controlling.
when you go to site. You are a site agent.
When you go to site,
It's quality control.
as you control, yes, quality.
If you say quality control is broad, tell me one thing, one specific thing you do.
You check the quality on site, and then you also check the
quality of work.
yes, you
What do
also
you do?
check the material.
You are not a site agent. What do you do? But at least you are on site. Tell me one thing you do, just one thing.
Yeah, he knows.
I do progress reports.
Oh, you do
Okay.
progress report, yes, very good.
It's inside there.
Site diary,
Payments.
payments, you collect payments, prepare valuation.
Valuations.
You do valuation, yes.
Plan for the day ahead.
You plan, you do daily plan, yes.
Quantify the building works and order material.
Oh, okay, so more or less you are trying to manage your resources so that you know what you need. Yeah.
Buying the material.
You order the materials, yes.
Liaising between the professional team and the actual guys on site.
And the guys on site, if you need some drawings, you have to get them, yeah.
He's taking workers to
What do you do?
Driver.
What do you do? What do you do?
Driver.
Measuring for evaluation.
Oh, valuation, you also do valuation, monthly valuation. No, that's fine. That's beautiful. Okay. All right, so these are the common duties of a site agent. I think you can find yourself here. Yeah, these are the common things that every site agent does. Okay. You are the boss of the site. Are you aware?
Yes.
Yes. Everybody at the site reports to you. Does the health and safety agent report to you? Does the
Agent,
site QS report to you?
site QS. Yes. Yes, it reports to.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, I'm talking of on site. There's a site QS and there's a site health and safety officer.
Mm.
Do they report to you?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Mm.
That's the protocol they have to follow.
Oh, okay. So you are the boss of the site?
Yes. Control.
Oh. That's how it's supposed to be anyway. But sometimes it's not like that. Find the site QS reporting to somebody, the health and safety is also reporting to somebody. And the whole lot. There must be unity of command. It's very important. I told you, project governance. Unity of command. Under no circumstances should somebody receive a double instruction. You must have one boss. You shouldn't have two bosses. It's not accepted. It's not a good governance practice. That's why I told you the matrix. Matrix, the weak one is not good. It's the strong one that helps. At any point in time, you must have one boss. You must hear only one voice. If you are hearing two voices, it's not good. Yeah.
Yes.
You understand? Yes. That's how it's supposed to be. So, those guys should report to you. That's how I feel. Even though, to explain to you, in terms of qualifications, it might differ. But in terms of the project work, they must report to you. Okay. All right. And make sure they are doing their work. Okay? Qualifications. What are your qualifications? I'll start with you. BTech? BTech? ND, National Diploma, yes?
National diploma.
ND, how many years experience?
8 years.
After graduation, 8. Yes. Just tell me your qualification and the number of years.
National diploma, 15 years.
15. National BTech, 1 year. Diploma 5. National Diploma 5.
Diploma 10.
Diploma 10. Diploma 8. BTech 3.
Diploma 8.
Diploma 8.
Diploma 6.
Diploma 6.
BTech 6, yes.
BTech 6. Okay, so I'm talking of diploma and BTech. Okay. That's fine. With site agents, I think the minimum qualification is national degree. Okay, that's the minimum. Most tender documents are reviewed. I think most clients request for a minimum of national degree. Okay. So you are all qualified to be site agents. You understand? Okay. That's the minimum. And you must be a natural person. If I say a natural person, do you understand what I mean? We have juristic persons and natural persons. You should be a human being. You shouldn't be a company. I can't appoint a company to be a site agent for me. No, it's not accepted. We must see the site agent as a human being, an individual. So if I say I'm looking for the site agent, you can't tell me the site agent is Zati engineers and project managers. No. The site agent is your name. You must be identified as a site agent. So the person must be a natural person like John Smith. His qualifications, what is it? He must have qualification in the built environment. Okay, so your national diploma is which area? Civil? Building.
Also building.
Yes.
Building.
Building?
Building.
Building?
Building.
Building? Civil. Building? 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 Into building. Oh, so only one civil. Who is the civil? You. No. I see. Oh, okay. All of you building. No, that's fine. All right, so you must have a qualification in the built environment. So what if I'm an ICT person? I'm out. I can be excited. What if I have BTech in fashion design?
No ways.
Oh, but I've been helping my uncle to do construction in the village.
No ways.
I know construction. I've done construction for 5 years, but I have BTech in fashion design.
You know,
No,
but
you don't qualify.
I don't qualify. Sometimes the client asks for your qualifications.
Yes.
Are you aware?
Yes.
I've been approving qualifications for site agents. They submit it to me and I approve it. Yes. I approved the qualification for the site QS. I approve qualifications for the site agent. I approve qualifications for the site for the site health and safety. You bring your certificate, you bring your professional registration to me, and I can reject it. I have the power to reject it. I'm the PA. I can tell the contractor I don't like this agent. There was a time I was working for a site agent who cannot speak English. So we couldn't communicate. How do I communicate with somebody who cannot speak English? It was very tough for me, you know. So these are the experience, minimum 4 to 10 years. Okay? So you are all qualified in terms of experience. Huh? You all have it. Professional registrations, no one. Yo, try and get one. Huh?
Yeah.
Try and get one. Okay. So these are your qualifications. So when I'm approving your certificate, your document, once I give you the appointment and you are ready, you have to submit your qualifications and your professional registrations to me. I will check your BTech, whatever, check your experience, your CV. You give me your CV too as well. Check it, and when it's okay. And when I'm not satisfied with you, I can tell your boss, no, I don't like this guy. He's not qualified. Change it. And they will change it. I have that power. Okay. All right, so please watch the qualifications and make sure you are qualified. Skills. What skills do you need? The core competences of a site agent. Skills. Qualifications, skills. You need project management skills. And these are some of the courses that when you do, you gain some of the skills, right? Okay. You need construction technical skills or construction technology skills. So you must know about construction, right? You need contract management skills. You need interpersonal skills. What is an interpersonal skill? These are the soft skills. How to relate to people. You're going to work with human beings. You're not going to work with machines. You must be a nice person. Guys, are you nice with your people?
Very nice.
I remember some time ago I used to buy pizza for my team. Every month I buy pizza for them.
Yeah.
You know, and they
I
like
buy them
for it.
KFC. I always buy them KFC.
Yes,
when I arrive.
sometimes when they're
No, always. They always demand. If I don't have, I say no. We can't greet you.
They are nice to a certain limit.
Yeah, I know, but personal skills, you know, care about people. You are the boss. Care about people, you know. Negotiation skills. You need negotiation. Do you know how to negotiate?
Yes.
You know how to negotiate a deal.
Yes.
For prices, yeah.
Communication skills. You know how to communicate? Very well.
Yeah.
Emails,
Reports.
letters, reports, presentations.
Yep.
Forget about WhatsApp. I read some reports and it's not nice, disjointed reports.